Hey guys, Sword here, and as you can see, I am farming in Minecraft. So, remember when I actually made that video of skeletons drowning for 5.5 minutes, and I told you in the commentary that I actually stood there for 2 hours and 30 minutes at one time collecting a lot of bones and arrows? Well, this is pretty much a result of collecting all those bones. You gotta do a lot of farming, because you could turn those bones into bone meal, and from there you could actually make your plants grow. So, this is what I'm doing for the next 15 minutes, so this is where at least I could have some visuals to actually talk to you guys about something. I just want to tell you guys what I want to do with my gaming channel. I just don't want to stick with Minecraft videos because even though that is what got me to exist, apparently, a lot of people are finding my channel because of Minecraft, is that when I first started out, I told my friends I'm gonna just do any kind of video game. But right now, I'm sticking to Minecraft because I have a series going called Operation Bedrock, as you guys know. So it's gonna take a long while for me to actually get out of Minecraft and then start playing other games. But once the fall hits, I'm going to be playing a lot of different games. I'm going to be playing Halo 4, Borderlands 2, being playing Black Ops 2. I don't care if people are going to hate it. And as well as there's one more game I just cannot remember. Oh yes, Resident Evil 6. I am so looking forward to that game. I hope it's not another disappointment. Other than that, there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about today, and hopefully I have all this time to actually talk about it. First things first, I want to talk about when I first started out. I bought an HD PVR for $214, and right then and there, I know that there was no going back after buying it. So I figured that I was just gonna keep making commentaries because I actually enjoyed making commentaries. The first time I actually started making them, I it was a learning process. The quality was bad, and also the commentaries was a little bit better, but at the same time, in my opinion, it was bad. Because back then, I used to say a lot of sentence fillers. And what a sentence filler is basically some form of matter to try to keep the conversation or at least the words going. Whenever you try to make a speech, recite something, or talk to a person, you would always go or I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is like. And you every time you hear someone else say it, it's kind of droning type of deal. It feels like it's gonna drone out to a monotone thing where you just don't focus on the person. And I've kept doing that with a lot of my videos. And now I sometimes make uhs and mistakes, but most of the time I actually avoid it at all costs because I am working on actually developing my speaking better. But at the same time, whenever I talk to a person, that and is just inevitable. And I'm actually trying to work on pronouncing a lot of words because there's a lot of words I just still cannot pronounce up to this day, especially when they're grouped together. So I'm working on that, as well as I'm trying to work on actually speaking to a person without sense filler. But that is more difficult because that is more personal than actually doing a commentary. Because on a commentary, you don't see another person, you just see the visual and you're trying to talk or keep the conversation going. Even though that kind of sounds mean at some time. It's more impersonal. It is personal, but it's more impersonal because you're not actually talking to a person face to face. You're just talking to the screen, hoping that you're actually talking to an audience, if you actually do get one. I don't know. I'm just jumbling up my words. This is like the fifth take, so it gets frustrating take after take. But again, when I first started out, I said a lot of sense fillers, and then I just basically somewhat trained myself. I don't know how, I don't remember how I did it, but I actually pretty much trained myself to avoid sense fillers. My teacher told me that there's a method you could do to avoid sense fillers as long as you actually have someone willing to do it, or at least willing to help you do it. Every time when you say sense fillers, or they slam their hand on the table because apparently your brain will have the instinct or reflexes to actually try to avoid that at all costs because it doesn't want to experience that again. It's called conditioning. Rather than actually painful conditioning, it's just more or less of avoiding conditioning. If that actually makes sense. I don't know. Just more or less, I actually tried to avoid sense fillers at all costs. What I did was not go too far ahead of myself. because every time when I try to go too far ahead of myself, I run out of things to say, and then I try to think of something else to say. So you gotta pace yourself if you're gonna do a commentary, not to where you're just gonna sound monotone. At least put some emotion into it, but at the same time, you just wanna make sure that you just don't run out of things to say, especially if you're doing a long commentary such as this for 15 minutes. And another thing was that I thought if I were to speak fast, I would actually gain more attention, or at least have people keep listening to what I'm trying to say. But at the same time, every time when I spoke too fast, I would stumble upon my words and it just made it a huge mess, and then I forget what I was going to say next, as well as that I run out of things to say because everything I just said it too quick. I didn't pace myself. So if you are to do a commentary, make sure you pace yourself. Don't go too quick and don't go too slow. Sometimes I actually stutter upon my words, but that's just how it is. I can't control that, unless if I try to. I don't know if you can actually control stuttering. It's more or less that it's willpower. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. V Furo has joined my lobby since it was kind of an open thing. So either way, I'm just gonna continue on. I want to make other videos other than Minecraft, but so far I am focusing on Minecraft because of Operation Bedrock, and I actually have around probably 5 more series involving Minecraft, because Minecraft has so much potential, especially on the PC version, but I'm not a PC gamer, especially when, I don't know why, but Minecraft crashes my computer every time I play it. It gives me the black screen, so I just can't play it at all, whatsoever. So, I don't know what's up. I want to see if there's an actual finalized version of it. I just don't know. Other than that, I just bought the Minecraft for the Xbox, which I'm very grateful for that they brought it onto the Xbox, because without that, I would not have this big of an audience today. Because eventually, it would have been more discouraging to actually make videos. But since Minecraft came out, I've been making more and more videos by the day, or at least upload once per day as I try to keep up with it. So sometimes you just run out of ideas and run out of material to actually make a video with, and that's what we call a writer's block. So I don't want that to happen. I want to keep going with the series, as well as I want to keep going with uploading a video per day. But if I run out of videos, then it's just going to be a small wait until I get the next video out, or at least I try to go look for another game to play so I can keep the videos going. I want to keep it up so I can actually get this gaming channel partnered. And the way to do that, you have to go through a partner network, which is pretty much the safest way to go. And I've already talked about this in another video, but I want to get my channel partnered so I don't have to worry about anything financially. If I were to actually somehow lose my job and have to look for another job, I want to at least have some backup to do while I'm looking for another job, so that when I become a partner, I'll at least make a little bit of money, just not enough to actually make a living. Unless one day I become big and then this video will actually be some sort of inspiration to help people out with their commentaries as well as what they want to do. But right now there's a partner network I'm looking at called RPM, which I don't know what it stands for, honestly. I just know it's associated with Social Blade, where you can actually look up your stats on YouTube. And right now, at this point of this video, I'm currently at 449.4 views a day. And the requirements are to get 750 video views a day and 22,000 video views in the last 30 days. I am getting to that point. I'm really happy, and this is what I want to go for. This is what I've been working for pretty much a while now. I've been uploading a video almost every day for the past 3 weeks. So I gotta say, this is one of the things I've pretty much have ever mostly worked on in my life. That if it takes 3 weeks, if it takes 2 months, I'm still working on it. This is the most I've ever worked for in my entire life, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's just more or less that I just haven't really been doing much. I need to do more, but at the same time, it just seems like I can't really do much. I don't know if I could actually explain it. It's just more or less, since it's something that I want to go for now, I am actually working for that. So I guess I just don't know how to explain it. If anyone could explain it to me, that'd be great. But there's a few people I want to thank. Well, if I could actually remember their names. I'm so terrible with names, especially in party chats. I could not tell who is who. But I want to thank Heartless with a Heart for supporting me as well as giving me feedback. I love constructive feedback or constructive criticism, not just blatantly just saying, "Oh, you suck, you should quit." I want people to actually give me feedback of what should I work on and what should I actually or what could I do. And that's what the community should be about, is helping each other out. I really need to get back to helping people out. So this is why whenever I'm done with Operation Bedrock, I want to help everyone who has at least messaged that they wanted to help me. I want to help them out too. If I have to make a video for them, or at least a video about what they created or something, I can do that. I would not mind. I would commentate over that and then at least get them noticed by a lot of people. And then they could make more friends, and then they could have people join them, and then that actually works out for everyone. I helped them, they helped me. Just more or less, I want to give back to the people who have helped me. Usually I take the time to respond to people. Some people I just don't bother responding to because I know what their message is about, and then I just don't want to respond to them. But again, I want to say here, for those who want to help me in Operation Bedrock, please bear with me because I'm still trying to figure out who to invite and who not to invite. More or less that it's more or less, I really don't want to say this, but it comes to everyone's mind every time when you try to invite some random stranger. It's a trust factor because you don't know who is going to destroy anything or who's going to break anything, and you're going to have to deal with it because there's nothing really much you can do if you've done so much. And if someone messes up something, you just can't go back. Even if you rage quit and go back to last saving, it's just more or less you have to do everything all over again. So I keep getting these messages that people want to help me out and they are good. It's just more or less if I actually know them, if I could actually trust them. I just don't want to say anything offensive to anyone, and hopefully you don't take offense to it. But like I said, even after we're done with Operation Bedrock, I would still make a video for you guys, at least for the people who wanted to help me, but I just never got a chance to actually invite them to a party and invite them to the game. So yeah, just hopefully I explained it well enough not to offend you guys, and as well as just don't want to sound like I'm a villain over here. It's just once I actually get more progress done to the point where I don't care what anyone does, then I could just start inviting you guys. But right now I am getting really OCD when it comes to what I want, what parts I want done and what parts I don't want anyone to mess with. So until we get to the point where I don't care what anyone does, that's when I can start inviting more and more people into the party, into the game, and then we can just do whatever we want to do. Let's just have it like that. So please be patient as we get more and more progress done while I'm trying to kill a spider and a creeper. But in any case, again, what I want for this channel, I want to make this channel grow. I'm working on making this channel grow. I appreciate all the feedback, all the ratings, and possibly the sharing that you probably shared with your friends about this. I really appreciate it. And I want to give back to you guys, so this is why I want to make videos for you guys. And as well as if you actually have creations on your own servers and you want to finish it up and have me actually make a video about that, make sure you can message me because that's what I can do. And if anything else, I'll probably just, I don't know, I'm just running out of things to say. Again, I'm not going to always focus on Minecraft. I'm going to make other video games. So please, whenever I make another video game commentary of a different video game, don't go bashing on it. Just more or less that I want this channel to have variety. I don't want to stick with one game like a lot of people do. Even though it works out for them, it's not going to work out for me. Because I know that there's other games that could be played and a lot of people would like to see that. So I'm going to actually do those kind of videos. So I'm not going to stick with Minecraft. I'm not going to stick with Modern Warfare. I'm just going to do any video games that I actually enjoy playing. Because that's how it should be. For any commentator who likes to stick with one game, if it works out for you, I just say go for it. But if you want to make another video game commentary or a commentary over a different video game, go for that. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you don't want to actually not have fun making commentaries anymore. Commentaries are for fun, and if you actually make money off of that, that's not a bad thing either, because you are actually making money for the things you love, and as well as when you grow up, money's gonna help you a long way. That's all I have to say for now. Have a nice day, everybody. I am Sorkin 0.